Alexander Isak worries raised by Liverpool as sports science experts called in. Liverpool signed Alexander Isak for a British record £125 million in August, while Arne Slot will be hoping the striker can remain fit and firing for the rest of the season. Alexander Isak's whopping £125 million transfer to Liverpool was only finalized after the club's sports science experts gave their approval. There were initial worries about the Newcastle United striker's injury history, particularly given the record-breaking British fee required to prize him away from Tyneside, according to the Sunday Mirror. The Swedish international has been absent for 39 out of 114 matches, primarily due to groin issues, and missed over 200 training days during the same time frame. However, following extensive discussions with the club's sports science team, the go-ahead was given for the summer's most significant and protracted transfer. It is understood that the team conducted a thorough investigation into Isak's injuries and assured manager Arne Slot and his coaching staff that they are confident of enhancing his playing record. Isak will be under close observation, with special training routines planned to minimize any further extended periods on the bench. The last thing Liverpool need is to break the domestic transfer record only to have their valuable asset miss crucial matches in another packed season for the current Premier League champions. But once the sports science department provided solutions to the Swedes' injury issues, the record fee was finally agreed with Newcastle. Liverpool given fresh Alexander Isak fitness update as £125 million star prepares for Reds debut after British record move from Newcastle. Sweden national team boss Jon Dahl Tomasson has provided a fitness update on new Liverpool signing Alexander Isak. What happened? After months of speculation, Isak finally swapped Newcastle United for Liverpool in a British record deal worth £125 million. $169 million. Now, attention has turned to when he will make his Reds debut. The striker was an unused substitute in Sweden's 2-2 draw with Slovenia on Friday, but the 25-year-old could be back playing very soon. What Tomasson said. Isak, had only done 3 training sessions with the team, Tomasson told Viaplay after the game. No preseason with the team, and of course no playing time. The risk is probably a bit too great to use him today, Friday. The bigger picture. As Tomasson alluded to, Isak has not had the benefit of a preseason campaign, partly due to going on strike at Newcastle to force through a Liverpool move. Despite that, it seems a Liverpool debut will not be too far away as he aims to hit the ground running at the Reds, potentially starting with a trip to Burnley next Sunday. Sweden now turn their focus to Monday's World Cup qualifier against Kosovo, with Tomasson hopeful the ex-Real Sociedad man can feature as a game-changer. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Is Marcus Rashford's Barcelona dream dead already? Blaugrana weighing up sending Man United outcast back to Old Trafford early amid Loney's lost displays. Barcelona are reportedly considering whether to send Marcus Rashford back to Manchester United, less than 2 months after signing him on a season-long loan. What happened? Rashford only joined the Spanish champions on a temporary basis in July, with the club successfully registering him with La Liga the following month. The England international had previously been exiled, alongside Jadon Sancho, Alejandro Garnacho, Antony, and Tyrell Malacia, by United manager Ruben Amorim. The bigger picture. However, according to a report in El Nacional, the Barcelona hierarchy are contemplating canceling Rashford's loan move amid concerns over his performances. The 27-year-old featured in the Blaugrana's opening 3 La Liga games in 2025-26, but was substituted at halftime as his side trailed Levante 2-0 on August 23, before they went on to complete a dramatic 3-2 comeback. Did you know? One person who is not worried about Rashford, though, is England manager Thomas Tuchel. The German has selected the forward in his squad for the Three Lions World Cup qualifying doubleheader against Andorra and Serbia this month. What next for Rashford and Barcelona? Rashford will be hoping to get his season truly up and running when England host Andorra at Villa Park on Saturday. Meanwhile, Barcelona are next in action when they entertain Valencia in La Liga on September 14th. Hansi Flick's men took 7 points from a possible 9 in their first 3 league fixtures in 2025-26, defeating Mallorca and Levante and drawing with Rayo Vallecano. Why Tuchel's verdict is bad news for Barcelona and Man United. Rashford has always been a left winger. Once he evolved his game after breaking through as a striker. However, during his Aston Villa loan and now at Barcelona, the talk of him playing as a striker has gained momentum. Hansi Flick has lauded his qualities as a potential striker, and a part of the reason why Barcelona even wanted him is because of his ability to play as the number 9. However, after only 3 games, Flick has decided he would rather have Ferran Torres as his striker. With Rafinha's place on the left nailed on and Lamine Yamal playing on the right, Rashford is already a squad player. When Robert Lewandowski returns from injury, the attacking competition will push him further down the ranks, which is bad news for everyone involved. Rashford's contract at Old Trafford runs until 2028, and Barcelona have an option to buy him, not an obligation. They can clearly avoid taking that up. United will be left with another high earner on the fringes of the squad just as they shift out too, because Jadon Sancho and Casemiro's contracts expire next summer. For everyone's sake, it would be in Rashford's best interest to start flourishing as a striker for Barcelona so Tuchel changes his mind. Or becomes undeniable as a left winger that Barcelona consider him as a genuine competition for Rafinha instead of as his backup. Thanks for watching. Stay for the next content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Arsenal could have a chance to sign coveted attacker in January. During the summer transfer window, Arsenal were among the clubs reportedly interested in signing Real Madrid forward Rodrigo, who has struggled for regular playing time under the club's new manager, Xabi Alonso. The Brazilian attacker was widely expected to be among those whose futures might be reassessed following the managerial change, making him a potential target for the Gunners as they look to strengthen their squad. Despite Arsenal's interest, Alonso continued to publicly back Rodrigo throughout the window. The Spanish coach was reluctant to part with any member of his squad prematurely, preferring to evaluate the players himself before making decisions about their futures. As a result, the transfer window closed without an opportunity for Rodrigo to leave, leaving the Brazilian at Real Madrid for the time being. Arsenal, however, remain attentive to the situation. According to TBR Football, the attacker's future will likely be revisited at the end of 2025, with the first half of the 2025-26 season serving as a period for Rodrigo to assess his prospects at Real Madrid. He reportedly intends to evaluate how much game time he receives before making any decisions regarding a potential move. This approach could make the January transfer window a key opportunity for Arsenal. If Rodrigo determines that his chances of regular football remain limited, the club will be well positioned to attempt a move and add him to their squad. His versatility, technical ability, and attacking threat make him a highly attractive prospect for Mikel Arteta's side. Potential impact at Arsenal. Rodrigo's addition would bring world-class quality to the Gunners' attack. Known for his pace, dribbling ability, and eye for goal, he could complement Arsenal's existing offensive options while also providing flexibility across the forward line. His ability to operate on either flank or through the middle would give Mikel Arteta more tactical variety and unpredictability in the final third. With injuries and fixture congestion likely over the course of the season, integrating a player of his caliber could prove decisive in sustaining the team's challenge on multiple fronts. Moreover, Rodrigo's Champions League experience at such a young age highlights his maturity and winning mentality, qualities that could be invaluable in Arsenal's push to compete both domestically and in Europe. Bringing him into a squad already packed with youthful energy and ambition could elevate the team to the next level, bridging the gap with Europe's elite. Arsenal are closely monitoring Rodrigo's situation at Real Madrid, with the January window seen as a key chance to land the Brazilian. A move would signal intent, boosting their attack and underlining their ambition to compete for major honors. Thanks for watching. Stay for the next content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Liverpool have already agreed personal terms for defender transfer in 2027. Liverpool saw a late move for Crystal Palace and England star Mark Guehi fall apart at the last minute on deadline day, but work has already been done on another deal that will be completed in 2 years' time. Liverpool already have the perfect alternative to Mark Guehi, with reports claiming a plan is already in place to re-sign former star Jarell Quansah. The The Reds Academy graduate left Anfield in the summer in a £35 million move to Bayer Leverkusen, and that left Liverpool needing a potential replacement. Guehi was identified as that man, albeit a move collapsed late on deadline day, with Crystal Palace unable to find a replacement. Quansah's eventual Anfield successor could actually end up being Quansah himself. In the deal that took him to Germany, Liverpool managed to slot in a buyback clause that will become active in the summer of 2027. According to the Liverpool Echo, the Reds would then have the chance to bring the defender back to Merseyside for a fee of £51 million. By then, he will be halfway through the 5-year deal he signed with Leverkusen, giving Liverpool a clear option to reintegrate him into their squad if his development continues as expected. It is suggested that Quansah has already agreed personal terms with Liverpool that will see him sign a new and improved contract, securing his long-term future with the club. The 22-year-old has made an encouraging start at Leverkusen, already registering 3 appearances and even finding the net on his debut, a moment that underlined his potential to become a well-rounded modern defender. However, his progress comes amid uncertainty, with no permanent manager in place following Erik ten Hag's sacking. Liverpool are monitoring the situation but remain confident that the loan deal and new contract will help Quansah return to Anfield stronger and more experienced. From the moment I walked through the doors of the academy at 5 years old, I dreamed of one day wearing the Liverpool shirt at Anfield. 17 years later, I can now say I have lived that dream, Quansah posted shortly after his Liverpool exit was announced. To my teammates, thank you for welcoming me, pushing me, and believing in me. I've learned so much from sharing the pitch and dressing room with such amazing people and will never forget the incredible memories we've had. To the staff, the coaches, and everyone behind the scenes, your belief and dedication have always been a constant source of motivation. You have helped me grow not only as a footballer, but as a person as well. And to the fans, your support has always been unmatched. Whether at Anfield or away from home, hearing you sing never failed to inspire me. I will carry that with me wherever I go. Liverpool will always hold a special place in my heart. It's not just a club, it's a family. This is goodbye for now, but I'll always be watching. Once a Red, always a Red. Away from Quansah, Liverpool also pressed on with another plan for the future this summer as they signed promising Italian defender Giovanni Leone from Parma. He is thought to have cost the Reds around £26 million. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bruno Fernandes publicly calling out Alejandro Garnacho speaks volumes after Chelsea's sale. Alejandro Garnacho got a move to Chelsea this summer after falling out with Ruben Amorim, but Bruno Fernandes' past comments on the ex-Manchester United winger could serve as a warning to his new club. Bruno Fernandes claimed that Alejandro Garnacho didn't have the best attitude when he broke through the Manchester United Youth Academy. The 21-year-old has now parted ways with the club altogether after finally securing his move to Chelsea. The Argentine winger signed his first professional contract with the Red Devils back in 2022 after making the move from Atletico Madrid 2 years prior. However, United club captain Fernandes claimed Garnacho didn't have the best attitude when he made the step up to the first team under Erik ten Hag. Speaking in November 2022, after Garnacho scored the winning goal in a Europa League group stage game against Real Sociedad, Fernandes told BT Sport, "He was good, but he knows we expect a lot from him. He's still really young, doing really well. At the beginning of the season, he was not at his best. On the preseason tour, he did not have the best attitude. That's why he didn't get his chance until now. He's getting his chances because he's training better. He's having the correct attitude." Garnacho received a wealth of opportunity in his first season for the Red Devils, racking up 3 goals and 2 assists in the Premier League from 19 appearances. And while the youngster also initially looked to be a part of Ruben Amorim's plans when the Portuguese tactician arrived as Ten Hag's successor, things changed heading into the summer. Amorim's decision to deem Garnacho surplus to requirements at Old Trafford came after the winger publicly questioned the decision to bench him for the Europa League final loss to Tottenham Hotspur. Garnacho only came on in the second half of the 1-0 loss in Bilbao. After the match, he told the media, "Until we reached the final, I played every round. And I played 20 minutes today, I don't know. I'm going to try to enjoy the summer and see what happens next." He also criticized the club's Premier League campaign as they finished in 15th place, claiming, "Obviously it's hard for everyone. Our season was S******. We didn't beat anyone in the league. We lacked a lot of things. When you don't score goals, you always need more." As per The Athletic, Amorim is said to have told Garnacho, "You better hope you have a good agent this summer," during a training ground discussion ahead of United's final game of the season against Aston Villa, before the player made it clear that Chelsea was his destination of choice. While the Blues were in no great rush to submit a formal offer for Garnacho, they eventually snagged their man in the latter stages of the summer transfer window, coughing up £40 million to take him off United's hands on a long-term contract until 2032. Taking to Instagram in the wake of his departure, Garnacho was quick to thank the Red Devils and their supporters for his time in the Northwest. He wrote, "Dear Manchester, after an unforgettable 5 years, this special chapter in my life now comes to a close. We have created moments that will stay with me forever, and I'm very grateful for this. To the coaches, staff, and my teammates, thank you for believing in me. Every time I wore the badge, I gave everything I had. I leave proud of what we achieved together and excited for what's to come. Wishing the club nothing but success for the future, while I look forward to giving my all in the next chapter of my career." A number of Garnacho's United teammates were quick to reply to the post, with Kobbie Mainoo writing, "All the best, bro," while former Red Devils defender Sam Murray added, "All the best, hermano," and the likes of Matthijs de Ligt, Joshua Zirkzee, Rasmus Højlund, and Fernandes liked the post. Chelsea fans will unfortunately have to wait a little while before they see Garnacho in action for his new club, given the current international break. The Blues return to action come Saturday, September 13th, when they face Brentford at the GTEC Community Stadium. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.